We're live at Lunch Break Live. We have Mika from Victor and Mika's Bakery. What are you making today?
We are going to do you and I, the whole audience. Hello, Jane Unchained community. We're doing coconut cream pie, and we can do a mason jar version if you want to do gluten-free or keto. Let's do this.
Let's do it. I love it. Take it away.
All right. So welcome. I'm going to put this away here. And I'm doing this from my home office because it is the brightest area. And if you and I connected last month, you already know you want to see the food. So I want to make sure that you have a bright space. And the cool thing about this, you can do this in under 20 minutes. Let's start. It's this in our cookbook, Chasing Vegan. Baking is fun. It's really important for you out there to know that baking vegan is easy. And it's so easy that we're going to do this coconut cream pie. It's on page 71 of the cookbook. So this is about 7 ingredients or less. So we're going to do that. So you can get this on Barnes and Nobles. And also Ingram, or you can also just order directly from us. So I'm gonna put this away.
Oh my goodness, we're so excited. Let's get cooking. Woo!
Yes. So the cool thing is that you can pre-bake the pie crust. We're gonna have a photo of the pre-baked pie crust on JaneUnchained's blog. So on that site, you can see that. So if you want to do a pie version of this, it's super easy and it's easy. It's great for Labor Day weekend. So you can do that. So while your pie is baking on a preheated oven of 375 degrees, you and I are going to do the filling. So you get like a pan, a saucepan, like medium. So you get this, baby. You want to whisk it, and we're going to whisk it real good. So we're going to whisk it. Now, you know, you followed me last month when I was featured here with Jane Unchained, then, you know, I'm a little corny and I own it. So corny is cool. Let's make it cool for 2021. We're going to use coconut milk and you shake it. So I've already pre-shaked it. So, and then we're going to use a whole can. So you pour this in. Okay, and while this is pouring, the cool thing what makes this a great substitute for from a dairy version of a coconut cream pie is that we're gonna use cornstarch with coconut milk, and that acts as a really great substitute instead of heavy cream, which is dairy. So this gets really creamy and thick. It has that consistency of the coconut cream. So I'm sorry, if you're allergic to coconut, I don't have an alternative, but let's see if we can make an alternative version in the future. However, if you're not allergic, definitely this is a great option for you. And it's full of protein, fiber. So it's a great alternative. So even if someone is not vegan, if you're watching this and you're not vegan, don't worry. This is a great substitute for you because you're missing out on the cholesterol. Who needs that? You don't need cholesterol. And also, it's healthier. So give this a try, even if you're not vegan. So now that you poured the whole can of coconut milk, you can use any brand. This is just a brand that I've got. As long as it's coconut milk, leche de coco, you're good to go. All right, so I put this aside. And you want to grab your teaspoons, and this is so corny of me. I actually just store this in my baking soda container. So you see a little bit of that. And we're gonna do a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. You can use any salt you want as long as it's fine. So use fine salt, and fine as wine, and you can't go wrong with that. And so we're gonna open this baby up. We're using a 1/4 teaspoon. Again, this is in our cookbook. Pour that in. So we pour that in. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and get our vanilla. We're gonna use a teaspoon of vanilla. And this is a brand new vanilla, so I gotta open this baby up. I'm gonna puncture this, so it'll open up. Try this at home, using the back of a pen. All right, so then we're pouring 1 teaspoon of vanilla inside of our medium saucepan. This is a great, great pie for Labor Day weekend, and keep it cold till you're ready to serve. You don't want to be like someplace warm and then having a pie that's supposed to be like cold, right? Chilled. And then you're out in a warm environment like the park or the picnic or somewhere outdoorsy. And now you've got like a really hot pie. So keep it cold. Maybe keep it in your cooler. So keep it in your cooler till you're ready to serve. So that's a tip for you. Don't ask me how I know. You live long enough to where I can give you these kind of tips. You live long enough. Now that we've done the vanilla, we're gonna do our sweetener. And you can use any sweetener you want. I'm more on the keto side. I dabble. Some days I'm keto. Some days I'm just gluten-free. Some days I'm just like, I'm cheating on my gluten-free and I'm having like one of our donuts from our bakery. Anyway, this is keto-friendly, gluten-free, vegan. So you can use, this is monk fruit that I'm using, but you, my friend, can use any sweetener you want. We're gonna use 2/3 cup. You can tell this baby has been used. So this measuring cup, so pouring that in, 2/3 cup, right in our saucepan. And we're gonna use our Earth Balance vegan butter. I don't know how you feel about this butter, but I love Earth Balance. I love Earth Balance. And I don't really do the stick version because I'm in Florida, and where we are, or at least where I am, there's no option for the stick versions. But I think even if I had a stick version option, I don't know, I love this. I love Earth Balance. Serve like that. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons. And you want this to be super soft. So put this baby on room temperature, put it on your counter. So 1 and a 2. So we put that right in. Tappa, tappa. I can't remember food wishes. There is a YouTube chef that he's so cool. He's so funny. And maybe you know who I'm talking about. I don't know his name, but he is the guy and the creator of all this amazing dishes on Food Wishes. He's not vegan, but I love to get inspired by some of his things. And he goes, tappa, tappa, tappa. Anyway, so we stir, and I'm making sure there's a very important key ingredient that we talked about, but we haven't added yet. And that would be cornstarch. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. This is a really great step that you definitely wanna keep this step, because this is gonna, like we mentioned at the start, is that this is a great thickener for your cream pie. So for us vegans, plant-based people, and again, if you're not vegan, but you are dairy-free and you're part of that 80% of the population who are not vegan but are buying the vegan products, we thank you. We salute you, because you're helping the vegan community even if you're not vegan. So this is a great option for you to know about. And so we're putting a 1/4 cup in. And if you're following, and of course you're following Jane Unchained on Facebook, follow Jane Unchained on Instagram. Yes, they are on Instagram. And guess who else is on Instagram? This girl right here. So follow us, Victor Mika's Bakery. We're putting a 1/4 cup of the cornstarch. Now, if you are allergic to corn, and there is a population of people who are allergic to corn, we have customers allergic to corn. So what you can substitute the cornstarch with is arrowroot powder or tapioca starch. So there's a substitution right there for you. And
welcome again, everybody, to Lunch Break Live. We are with Mika of Victor and Mika's Bakery. It is in Polk County, Winter Haven, Florida. The first all-vegan eatery, y'all. Check that out.
Yes.
Also, you guys were voted in the top 18 best vegan donuts by VegNews Magazine. Yes.
Yeah, we're number 3. So, yes, we're so honored. I mean, this year has been filled with so many surprises, both good and both what we would consider challenges. But the thing is that there is no such thing as the best year ever or the worst year ever. For me, I like to look at it as it's all good. It all contributes to my growth as a human being, as a vegan baker, as a vegan entrepreneur, and as a person. So I'm for it, so I'm for all the seasons, not just one. And for you tuning in, also we were voted from the community, we were voted best vegan in our area. So just found that out.
That's amazing. Now, is this a non-cooking kind of a pie that we're doing here?
This is a cooked pie. So this, you would actually, now that we've added all the ingredients, you would put this on your stovetop and you would let it reach boiling for 4 to 5 minutes. Once it reaches boiling for those 4 to 5 minutes, you remove it off of heat. And for the sake of time, I have one that's already pre-made. So I've got a few things pre-made. So once it reaches boiling, then you're gonna add a cup of coconut flakes. You can do sweetened or unsweetened. And then we're gonna add half a teaspoon of, coconut extract.
Awesome. Okay.
And then you just give that a nice whisk, and then you pour it into I have my other one here. You can pour it into once it's already whisked from being off the heat, and you've added your coconut flakes and you've added your coconut extract, you pour it into your mason jar or your pre-baked pie crust. And we're gonna pour that in. So this is what it looks like once we've removed it off of heat. So you can see the consistency. Let me show you again. We're gonna do a replay. So it's gone from a liquidy, it's more liquidy. The cool thing about chemistry and science, and I'm sorry, I did not do well in chemistry in high school, but with the heat and the properties in the cornstarch and in the coconut milk, the fat of the coconut milk, it works together to thicken your pie filling. So it thickens your coconut cream filling. The heat activates it, and then you got this consistency here.
Ooh, yes, that's so creamy.
So creamy.
Yes.
And so now you can pour this baby into your empty mason jar. Now, if you're gluten-free, then you can have a gluten-free version. And if you also have a pre-baked gluten-free pie crust, you can pour this into your gluten-free pie crust. This whole filling will fill a whole entire pie. Or if you want everyone for this weekend, Labor Day weekend, you want everyone to have a mason jar, like an individual serving, we're gonna pour this in. I'm gonna just pan down so you can see this here. And this is what happens. You can pour this in warm. You do not have to wait till it cools down. You can pour this baby in warm. And so again, if you pour this into a pie crust, an empty pie crust, this will fill an entire pie crust. So here's this, and then I've got this is True Whip vegan, and this is also, I want to say it's keto, but it is plant-based, and it is a gluten-free also. It's non-GMO. I love this. And so we're going to put some of this here. This is absolutely delicious. If you love coconut cream pie, you cannot tell the difference that this is vegan at all, like at all. And the cool thing is your family and your friends who are not vegan cannot tell the difference also.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I love it. And I bet that's what people say when they come into your bakery as well. They're probably blown away by your deliciousness.
Yes. And then so we've got the pie version, and you can add, feel free that once you've let this chilled for 5 hours, you can pour the coconut whipped cream. I also have a recipe where you can make it from scratch. And when you make it from scratch, it's in a cookbook where you can actually whip up the coconut cream. So you have options. I love that. And Paige, I'm sure you're the same way. And I'm sure our audience is the same way too. It feels so good to have more and more plant-based vegan options in our grocery stores, like this guy, you know, where you can like, do I feel like whipping up some coconut cream? Yeah, no, I'm tired. So let me go to the store. Let me go to the store and buy one. And I wish I had a fork. I don't have a fork, but.
Well, we're going to go out with this cuteness right here. Look at these little pots, y'all. Oh, yes. Digging in.
Guys, try this. This is like heaven. Oh my gosh. Coconut cream pie. Don't tell anyone it's vegan. Promise me you won't tell anyone it's vegan. Make it, serve it, but make sure they're not allergic to coconut.
Yes.
They're not allergic to coconut. And serve this to your family and friends, and make it an amazing Labor Day weekend. And you know what? Why not? Why make it every day? Make it year round. Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us here on Lunch Break Live. You're going to find this recipe and thousands of other printable recipes. Please head over and find the deliciousness, their book. Check it out. You're going to find that book. We're going to put the link into the chat here. We're also going to encourage you to head over to her Instagram, which is Victor Mika's Bakery. That's right. That's right. And off we go. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today on Lunch Break Live. We'll catch you next time. Bye.